I'm wearing the wrong shirt again. In a parallel universe, West Ham United decided that Slaven Bilic wasn't the right man to lead West Ham to glory at the London Stadium. Instead, they chose this man. Hi there, my name is JNO. What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the West Ham World. Now, last episode I did say we'd be coming in at the end of the season, but things have changed. First of all, I want you to have a look at this fixture list. As you can see, we are in the semi-finals of the Euro Cup against Manchester City. So that is what we'll be playing today. We'll be skipping that Crystal Palace game in the middle. We'll be playing the two ties against Manchester City to see if we're getting into the Euro Cup final. And that will affect the end of this season of the West Ham World, because we do have the Tottenham and Burnley games to finish the season. If we have a Euro Cup final, then we'll have to figure out what to do with the final episode of this season. And before we get into that fixture against Manchester City, and remember, I got knocked out by Manchester United last season in the quarterfinals, so this could be another defeat to one of the Manchester sides in the Euro Cup. But before we get into that, we have a little bit of news from our notebook. Consortium targets West Ham takeover. We are the subject of a 197 million takeover bid according to mirrorfootball.co.uk. Led by a businessman named Rui Melo Cordero, and he intends to invest 28.5 million in the club. We have an embargo placed on transfers. If this stays for the whole of the summer transfer window, I'm going to be pissed. Anyway, let's have a look at how we've been doing since you were last with us. We finished with the Liverpool and Manchester United games, if memory serves me correctly. We then went and beat Atletico Bilbao 2-1, before beating Chelsea 1-0, and then winning 5-2 at home against Atletico Bilbao, putting that little rivalry to bed, hopefully. 6 games in 2 seasons is a lot. We then went and beat Stoke and Leicester 3-0 and 2-1 before these Euro Cup semi-final games. What that has done to the table is we are still 6 points behind Arsenal. They just seem a bit unstoppable at the moment, but we have built a little bit of a gap between us and Tottenham Hotspurs. They are 5 points behind us, and as far as I'm aware, we have qualified for the Champions Cup for next season, which is what was the most important thing to make sure we secured. Okay, so we're going into this important fixture with our 4-3-1-2 lineup. We have Rajkovic in goal with Flanagan and Byram as our 2 wing-backs. Oxford coming in because Ogbonna's injured and Keane has a slight knock next to Riederwald. We then have Van Ginkel, Ozan Tufan and Will Hughes as our 3-man midfield. Behind Lanzini and Berahino and Callery are leading the line. We're facing a 4-3-3 against Manchester City. Hopefully we take the lead and don't collapse like we did before. But we are facing Claudio Bravo in goal with Bernat and Lindolf as the 2 wing-backs, Stones and Company as the 2 centre-backs, Fernandinho sitting just in front of them, with Gundogan and Witsel as the 2 central midfielders, Hazard and De Bruyne either side of Iheanacho. Does that mean Aguero is nowhere to be seen? That's a nice thing to know. Okay, so we kick off this massive fixture for West Ham. Could we win a trophy in our second season as West Ham manager? Could we win a European trophy in our second season as West Ham manager? We've got a tough fixture here. Ideally we want an away goal and not to lose by too much, so we can try and make it up at the London Stadium. Ideally I wouldn't be playing Reece Oxford in this tie, but necessities must. Unfortunately, with some of our sellings and some of our new signings, we actually have Josh Pask having to be on the bench as our defensive minded midfielder, because just Klaassen and Tillemans both are cup tied, which is really unfortunate. It's a good thing I talked for the first 15 minutes because nothing's happened, but now we have Byron with the ball. Hopefully he's not about to lose it. Hughes to Lanzini, should go back to Hughes. Hughes finds Van Ginkel with a great ball. Van Ginkel to Callery. Callery through to Lanzini. Can Lanzini put it away? Bravo seems to get a touch on it, but it goes in. We are 1-0 up away in the first leg, and this camera is messing with me today because it keeps unfocusing. But finally Callery manages to find his fellow Argentinian. I believe they're both Argentinian. I'm sure you'll correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. And we are 1-0 up against Manchester City away. But remember, we were 2-0 up, I think, the last time we played Manchester City on the channel, and we drew 2-2. But Nat now can whip in a cross. Oh, that was short-lived, wasn't it? That was very short-lived. Bernat finds De Bruyne in the box and it is 1-1 already. So from the first 20 minutes nothing happening to the next 10 minutes 2 goals. We do have the away goal, which is important. Ideally another away goal would be even better than 1. Conceding again would be worse though. And I think Oxford managed to get a block on that shot. Great foot in by Oxford. It'd be great to say, Aguero's not playing, so we're all good. But Iheanacho has the pace as well to beat our backline. In fact, we're going to do what I did against Milan. And I don't know why I haven't done it already. We're going to drop that line slightly deeper. And then we're going to go into tactics and make the wing-backs from complete wing-backs to normal wing-backs on support. Make them a little bit more defensive-minded, which worked against Milan. Hopefully I'll get to do it before Hazard scores. Don't do this to me. Oh, Radkovic gets a touch, but it still goes in. My change is too late. Why did I not do this before the episode kicked off? And now you're missing the highlight because I'm doing this. But needs must, people. Needs must. Alright, so we've got Calorie now on the ball. Plays it to Van Ginkel, to Lanzini, to Berahino, back to Hughes, one more to Berahino. Oh, I thought he could skip past his man there. We look to reset the play though. Lanzini to Calorie, one more. Oh, Company, go away. Be injured, that's what you're good at. That's a bit harsh, but never mind. It's Manchester City, so I'm not that bothered. Okay, it looks like we're going to go in half time, losing 2-1. Which isn't too bad a result if it stays this way, so maybe I should shut up and not mention that. I feel like saying unlucky things just haven't gone your way so far is a bit defeatist of a comment. So I haven't said that. Alright boys, go out there, get me one more goal. Let's go to London Stadium with a 2-2 draw from the away game. That would be fantastic. Think I've caught Lula Joe's cough somehow. Watching too many of his videos. Okay, so Flanagan now has the ball. Just a simple pass to Ozan, that's fine. Van Ginkel don't get tackled. Flanagan has it. Another pass to Van Ginkel. Nice and calm football. Don't get tackled. Don't get tackled. I hate it when they're running backwards with a player just behind them. I also hate it when we just hoof it and lose possession. Because when we don't have the ball, we might concede. And I don't like that in a highlight. Now they're passing it around very cash, and look how much space that wing back had. Thank God De Bruyne couldn't turn. Flanagan, what have you done? Flanagan, what have you done? Flanagan, what have you done? Oh, Flanagan, fuck's sake. Are you serious? God's sake. Alright, so Berahino, you're coming off for Cresswell. Cresswell, you can go here. And then Ozan Tufan, you're also on the yellow and not playing too well. Oh, Pask, I can't be bringing on Pask though. Okay. Great. Oh, I didn't even do a team talk either. We're going to go on standard as well. Hopefully we can just stay tight enough to keep this 2-1 defeat, not concede again. And give us a chance going into the second leg. We are capable of beating big teams at the London Stadium by a big amount, which we might need to do now because Nasri has fired that free kick in. I could have quite easily just played these offline and gone straight to the end of the season. But what this does is it creates a great narrative for the second leg. Oh, they're all over us now. We've got 10 men. But Byram clears it. Can Calorie just wait for a bit of support? He waits for the support and then just hoofs it. You might as well just hoofed it straight away. Come on, final whistle. Come on, final whistle. Final whistle. Thank you. Okay, so we've lost 3-1 in this fixture. So we need to win by 2 goals. And ideally keep them from scoring a goal at all. Because if they score an away goal, then we either need to win 3-1 or we need to win by 3 goals. So that's a big ask for us, But I think the boys can do it. I think at home the boys are more than capable of beating Manchester City. So let's go and hopefully get ourselves a Euro Cup final. Okay, so it's all kicking off a little bit, isn't it? You know that consortium takeover I told you about? Well, it's been successfully completed, and I went and got a personal message from him, and they've gone and changed the philosophy. We now have to sign high-profile players. But on good news, we can't be caught up by Tottenham Hotspurs anymore. And on even better news, Arsenal dropped points. We're only 3 points behind them, with 2 games left in the season. Our next game is against Tottenham though. There's a possibility in the last episode of this season we could win the Premier League and the Euro Cup. But to make that a possibility, we have to get a win here today by 2 goals or more, depending on how many Man City score. And we are playing with the 4-3-1-2 with Rajkovic in goal, Creswell and Byram as the wing backs, Riedewald and Ogbonna as the 2 centre backs. Apparently Ogbonna wasn't injured for the last game. I just didn't see him on my squad screen. We then have Marco van Ginkel, Ozan Tufan and Will Hughes as the 3-man midfield with Lanzini behind Berahino and Callery. We're playing the same 4-3-3, looks like the same lineup. Hopefully we don't get the same result now we've got Ogbonna in the team. And speaking of which, we are going to change this right now for the first half. Because the last thing we need to be doing is conceding early. So as we get into this second match, we might as well start now thinking about the summer transfer window as well. I want you guys to tell me who you think I should buy that is a big signing. I may even do a transfer episode where I can look at all the players that are big potential new signings that would meet the board expectations that we could actually think about buying. Because before now I've just been asking for you to suggest players, and ideally I always look for players with good potential that I can get for under 20 million because I don't want to be spending big bucks. But now it looks like the board have changed the game on me a bit with this new chairman, and I am going to have to actually think about signing a big player every season. I mean, now that we headed clear by Riedewald, cleared by Hughes. Come on, let's counter. Let's win that Callery. Alright, Hughes, Van Ginkel, great ball over to Berahino. Come on Berahino, finish it! I was going to say, now that we're going to finish second in the league, we could potentially bring in some big signings now that we have probably a better reputation and better pulling power as far as players go. Ogbonna wins the ball there though. Can he find Lanzini? Lanzini, just a nice simple ball to Hughes, that will do. Hughes to Van Ginkel, one more to Berahino. Berahino can run with the ball, there's space on the left, he plays it to Callery. To Hughes, one more to Lanzini. Oh, if that had just been more of a through ball to Lanzini, he could have had a shot on goal, and we've given it away to Bernat. They can counter now. And Ogbonna's just let it go over his head. Oh wow, they've scored an away goal already. Well, it looks like our Euro Cup dream is going down the pan. But yeah, I think I was talking about buying big players. I could buy big English players, which would kind of stick to what I'm trying to do, because I want to bring up good English youngsters. So buy one good English youngster that's got a high profile, and then once I've done that, we can look to bringing in more youngsters that we can build into something a bit epic. Alright, so we paused it because I'm thinking, you know what, let's just go for it now. We've conceded that away goal, which I was trying to not concede. So we now need goals. And in the second half we may even go up to attacking football. And we may try a little tactic I've been building as well. A 4-4-2 if we just, you know, are going YOLO. Okay, Creswell now has the ball to Callery. Callery crosses it in. Byram, get in. We've scored one. We now need to score 2 more to get it to penalties. Great play by Callery with that cross. Byram at the back post. What team talk will make him continue playing this way? Because we need the goals now. Right, oh, I thought Berahino was going to find Creswell in the box. Ozan Tufan with a ball out wide to Byram. Byram, get a good ball in. Hughes, Lanzini, deflection, yes, 2-1. We are coming back into this game, Company with an own goal, which should deflate his morale. We need one more and it's going to penalties. 2 more and we could be going through. Hughes into Lanzini. Oh, that's unlucky for Company, but I don't care. Could we get a killer last episode to the season of a Euro Cup final and potentially a Premier League title winning fixture? Come on, boys. We need one more and it could be going to penalties. Don't think we have the best penalty takers on this team though. Hughes is going to probably have to come off soon though. I mean, this is probably our biggest fixture right now because we're guaranteed second. I mean, if Arsenal drop points though in game week 37, potentially this isn't our biggest game of the season. Don't really have players that I want to be taken out though for Will Hughes. Will Hughes is pretty integral to this team at the moment. S02 fans picked up a yellow. Alright, 60th minute, what can we do? Alright, Ayu's going to come on for Hughes and then swap for Lanzini. And then we'll take off Tufan and it's going to have to be for Oxford. A lot of shuffling going on here though. Riederwald is going to come into that central midfield defensive role. Oxford is coming in as a central defensive defender. And we're going to put shadow striker as Ayew as Lanzini drops into the midfield. Ayew. I've said it before in this series, you always score a goal when I need you to. Now would be the time to grab that goal. Prove you are the man I say you are. And once again make me consider why I don't play you in the first team all the time. This is the perfect moment for Andre Ayew. This whole season, all these moments have kind of been built for Andre Ayew to come on off the bench and to score goals for me in the really important games. Berahino, Van Ginkel. But it's Van Ginkel that turns up with the big goal. Van Ginkel has been a revelation since I signed him in Season 1. Since I signed him, our fortunes have completely changed. He was great for us in getting us out of trouble in the first season. He has now potentially scored a goal that books us a Euro Cup final. I should be more excited, but I'm thinking I'm going to be late for work at the same time. This is an awkward feeling because I meant to leave 10 minutes ago, but we have to get this recorded and then we have to get the final season of the West Ham World recorded, the final episode for the second season. One more goal here and it will be scenes though. And I've also got to be a bit quiet because I think someone's asleep still. Cresswell now. Berahino. No. No. Van Ginkel, my hero. Oh, over the top to Berahino. Come on, Berahino. Oh, why shoot? Cross it, mate. Cross it. We're going for it now. We've not come off attacking. Can we win it in normal time? Cresswell wins the header. Berahino picks the ball up. Berahino into Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel over the top to Berahino. Oh, no, not to Nasri. Out wide on the right. We've got men back though. Surely we can deal with this. Rajkovic almost drops it at Nasri's feet. What is going on today, boys? Are we going to get a Euro Cup final? Lanzini picks it up. Ayew through to Berahino. Berahino with a cross. Van Ginkel crosses it again. Ayew almost getting on the end of that. With Claudio Bravo in goal, you don't know if your player's going to get on the end of it because, yeah, he's been great this season, hasn't he? Ogbonna, great header. Someone get a tackle in. Who is Nitcham? Alright, someone. Don't do this. Not in the dying minutes. No. Who in the blue hell is Nitcham? Nitcham. Nitcham. I really thought we were going to do it. I really thought we were going to book ourselves a Euro Cup final. But for the second season in a row, we've lost a big tie against the Manchester side. I suppose that means, though, we're not getting too much success too early. which means we can continue building a great side. I'm hoping now that we'd be Champions League teams for the rest of this series, so I don't think we're going to get another Euro Cup run unless we get knocked out of the group stages in 3rd place next year. So that is really gutting. Anyway guys, it could all be remedied if we win our games against Tottenham Hotspurs and Burnley in the final episode of season number 2, because if we manage that, we could potentially overtake Arsenal and win the Premier League. Arsenal are playing Leicester 19th and Palace 8th, so we need Palace probably to do us the favour. Anyway guys, make sure to come back tomorrow because AFC Wimbledon Return to Glory is currently during the summer transfer window, so I'm getting all of that stuff ready. So tomorrow will be the next episode of the West Ham World, where we will be playing for the title hopefully, and hopefully remedy and make us feel a little bit better about ourselves after this knockout in the semi-finals of the Euro Cup. Thank you guys so much for your support so far. We are 127 subscribers as of the time of recording, so if you're new, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash that thumbs up button, and remember, it's all about the game, and unfortunately, we have a new board.